Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, we really want to touch on something that's very, very pressing and concerning, and it is not acceptable at all. I'm probably going to be doing it on other platforms as well, but I wanted to just do something quickly. Sorry about this. I'm trying to take something off. Okay, so let's us be very clear about something. First thing first. There is no debate. Isese has been part of who we are since birth, including those who are in Ilorin, telling whatever they are, whatever religion they're talking about. Isese is as Ilorin is Isese is part of us, and the religion of Islam was not in existence anywhere near as long as Isese has been in existence. So to hear an imam say what he's saying on here is unacceptable. Listen to this. I want you to listen to this. I'm incensed. By the way, I'm showing you the Constitution of Nigeria. That Constitution says that Nigeria, no religion shall be state religion, and they are ignoring that. And they cannot ignore it. And that is why we are doing this. And we will continue to speak about it. This is not right. This is unacceptable. Let us listen to what this man says. They're saying the fast traditionally suspends festival in Ilorin. That's not right. That's not right at all. No. The fast traditionalists want to have it, but they were prevented from having it. Let's get that right. Now let's listen to what this man is saying. Because I'm not happy with this at all. And neither should any of us accept it. Listen.
At this press conference, the Kwara State Council of Ulama Islamic Clerics warns proponents of the Isese festival against attempting to stage it in Ilorin Emirate.
We are not against celebration of the Isese festival. What is important to let the whole world know is that we, the people of Ilorin, have absolutely nothing to do with it.
It is not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. I'm putting it up and I'm going to go into this. I want you to share this broadcast. Every Yoruba person must stand up against this injustice. Every Yoruba person. We need to ensure that if the Isese is not allowed to stand, then this is yet more justification for us for going for Yoruba nation. Because this is part of what we are as Yoruba people. This is part of what we are as Yoruba people. We shouldn't accept this nonsense. This is not on. It is not unacceptable at all. Totally unacceptable. Now, let us listen to what he's saying. They have the Constitution. Let me be very clear. I'm going to read to you what the Constitution says. Let me do this quickly because I'm incensed by what I'm seeing. I'm really incensed. And I've been trying to, I've been celebrating this Isese festival in other parts of Yoruba land. But now to hear this, no, it is not acceptable. We shouldn't accept it. I need to be very, very clear. So let me just quickly move this to the side. You'll see it come up in a minute. I'm just going to do this. I want you to see what I'm saying here. I'm putting it on the side. So it's covering that at the minute, but I want you to see this anyway. So how do I do this quickly? Beg your pardon. You see what is scrolling is the same thing I'm reading to you, but I want to make it slightly bigger here so I can show you. And I can see it myself here, but you may not be able to see, but I want you to have the opportunity to see. So I'll put it under them here. And then we can, yes, good. So we will do that. 1 second, please. I'm just trying to make sure you get it so that I can go into it. Now, I'm going to do it in English. I've translated it to Yoruba, but I'm going to do it in English. And I want you to have, sorry. No. That's it. So we're doing it in English because we want you to have the opportunity to read and understand exactly what it says. So here we go. Now, in English, it's there. So when it says we have absolutely nothing to do with it, it's not right. It's not their right to say so. They are going against the Constitution of Nigeria, and we should not accept it. And if they continue, and if they are supported by the system, then it is yet more justification for us for going for self-determination as Yoruba people, because Isese is born with us in Yoruba land. And Ilorin, by the way, means to press iron. It means to press iron. That's what it means. That's a Yoruba name. It's a Yoruba land. We should not accept this at all in any way, shape, or form. We should not. You should be incensed. You should be motivated to take collective action to ensure that Isese people just like Muslims and just like Christians are able to practice their own beliefs in Kwara State. They should not be bad. Totally unacceptable. Let us listen to what he's saying here. I'm incensed, but I will listen to it nonetheless. But I'm reiterating, because in fact, before we go ahead, Section 1, Subsection 3 says, if any other law is inconsistent with the provisions of this constitution shall prevail, and that other law shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void. Clearly, there's an inconsistency, and where there is one, the constitution states that it will prevail, meaning that Section 10 of this constitution will prevail. The government of the federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. End of story. That is what we need to reiterate. This is why I've been talking about and reiterating about the need for us as Yorubas to know, to read this constitution. Even though we are going for Yoruba nation, we are currently in Nigeria. The powers within the constitution, we must use it to ensure that the things that we need to be, that is part of us that we want to carry on, like Isese, is carried out in every part of Yoruba land, bar none, every part. So let us listen to what he's saying here in that context.
The council acknowledges that Ilorin is made up of people from diverse ethnic backgrounds, but warns that the concept of freedom of religion has limits and limitations.
No, hasn't got limits and limitations at all. You simply comply with the rule of law, and you're free to practice Islam, but you are not free to stop Onisheshi from practicing it. And that is what is in Section 10. I'll reiterate. The government of the federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. Section 10. This is what it says in the constitution, and we should support that. We should not be silent in the face of this injustice.
Staging Isese festival can be likened to the imaginary desires of Muslim sheikhs.
Unacceptable.
Insistence on holding tafsir.
Totally unacceptable.
It is like taking Ileya festival to the basilica or to the home of a...
No. Sorry, Ilorin has been in existence long before the Islam came to Ilorin. Ilorin has been in existence long before Islam came to Ilorin. So what you're saying, sir, is factually wrong. Factually wrong.
We are of the firm belief and conviction that doing so will be taking the concept of freedom of worship too far.
That is unacceptable. This is if the government of Nigeria allows the Kwara State Muslims to prevent Isese from holding festival and not allow, in fact, I'll be suggesting that they reschedule the time for them to carry it out in Isese. If they don't, then this is yet more reason for us to go for Yoruba nation. This is yet more reason for us to go for Yoruba nation. We should not accept this at all in any way, shape, or form. What I'm hearing here is very wrong. And you can see below him, I am putting the constitution up so that we can all see it. This is so wrong. This is totally unacceptable. I'm trying to zoom into the place where you can see. Sorry about that. No, not that one. It is totally unacceptable. So I'm just trying to go here again. I want you to just see what is being said here. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on today just now. I seem to be having a bit of a problem here. Don't know what I'm having. There's some sort of problem going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'll move it. Maybe. Okay. It's just not doing what I want to do. But you can see it there. It's all right. You can see it there, and I can read it still, and you can also read it. Like I said, Section 10. Make it bigger. Okay. So let me just do this. I'm just trying to make sure you can see it. That's all. I really am keen for you to be able to see it. Okay, anyway, what he's saying there is factually incorrect. The Constitution guarantees that every religion is practiced, as well as Isese, without any restrictions. And what they're saying here is totally unacceptable. We should not accept it at all.
After its joint meeting, security agencies in the state also warned against staging any festival in Kwara State.
That is very, very wrong. I am totally disappointed in Mrs. Adelisi. I am disappointed in Mrs. Adelisi on seeing this now. This is so wrong. This is so wrong. We should not accept this. We are not challenging authority. We are saying for authority to simply comply with its own laws in the Constitution. We are showing you on the screen. We are showing you on the screen. It's not.
That could jeopardize the peace of the state.
Everybody brought down their own intelligence reports regarding the situation we have in Kwara.
That is not acceptable at all. The law of the land, those who are trying to say it shouldn't, they are the ones that should be held. This is not right. Section 10, and we're showing you again. Now, it is actually quite frustrating that this is happening right now when I'm trying to get it working, but that's fine. Okay, maybe we'll do this. Okay, I'm just trying to show you so you can get a better picture of it. Okay. Anyway, so section 10, the government of the Federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. It is clear in black and white. So what they are saying about, oh, this and that is going to, respect. No, they are the ones that should respect Isese. Isese is part and parcel of every Yoruba person. If the Islamist people have a northern agenda that they want to do, they are not going to stop the people they should not stop the people of Kwara from practicing. Those who wish to practice Isese, because it's a secular, Nigeria is a secular nation. If this continues, this is yet more reason for us for going for Yoruba nation. We must be allowed to practice our own Isese, our own beliefs, African beliefs. It's terribly unacceptable. Isese is as old as Ilorin itself. Isese is as old as Ilorin itself. Isese is as old as, in fact, if not, it is older than Ilorin, because the people that created Ilorin have been doing Isese. Yes, the people that built Kwara State, Ilorin, pressing iron, melting iron, pressing the iron. Yes, that's what it means, Ilorin. This is so unacceptable. And to hear the police supporting this, they are being partial. The police are being partial. They should be impartial and comply with the rule of law, stating section 10. This is what I said in my broadcast a day or so ago. And here is the evidence that they're not listening to what we're saying, obviously.
And it was, collectively agreed that for now.
No, that's not acceptable. If the rule of law states that the government of the Federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. And the fact that you are bowing down to one religion means that you are making another one subservient. That is not unacceptable. And that is part of who we are. Islam is a foreign religion that's been imposed on us, and we are giving that more weight than what is born. We're putting down what many of us are born with. Isese, this is very, very wrong. How do you see this? Aren't you incensed? I am incensed. We shouldn't accept this to go on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We should be speaking up about this. This is injustice. We should not be silent on this at all. This is wrong. This is why I keep saying that we need, the more we share this knowledge about the Constitution, the less the chance of those who want to use religion to oppress people, the less they have the chance of doing so, because they don't know. They know that many people are not aware of the Constitution, and that is why we need to be speaking up about this. I'm not for Nigeria. I want Yoruba nation. But whilst we're in Nigeria, we need to ensure that the powers within the Constitution are what is used in that country, particularly in our in our own areas. Listen, watch anyway. Let's listen on.
We should maintain the existing peace we have in Kwara.
In the meantime, the International Council for Ifa Religion has suspended its planned Isese festival in Ilorin Emirates.
The reason why they did that is because of the pressure from the Fulanese, from Islam. And this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable at all. You're looking at the words on the screen. It's there. It's scrolling here and it's there. And we're showing you this is what is in the Constitution of Nigeria. And it is in Yoruba. I'm going to, this is, we shouldn't accept this at all. We have to talk more about this. This is unacceptable. I mean, just to hear it again, I just even listen to what it's saying here. I don't even, and they're smiling. I mean, this is listen to this.
At this press conference, the Kwara State Council of Ulama, Islamic clerics, warns proponents of the Isese festival against attempting to stage it in Ilorin Emirates.
They are wrong to say that. They shouldn't warn anybody. They have no powers. Isese is older than Ilorin. Isese is older than Ilorin, and it must be allowed to take place. What they're saying is so wrong.
I'm not against celebration of the Isese
Yes, you
festival.
are. You are.
What is important to let the whole world know is that we,
and some people who are pretending to be Yorubas are using their religion to stop Yorubas from practicing Isese in Kwara. This is unacceptable. Isese is older than the Ilorin. Isese is older than Ilorin, and we mustn't accept this. No, we mustn't accept this. We must all work together on this. We must all work together. This is a rallying point right now. This is a rallying point for us, all Yorubas. We mustn't allow this to happen in Ilorin. Ilorin is the Yoruba land. Ilorin is a Yoruba land. And on that basis, and on the fact that the Constitution backs our point to say the government of the Federation of the State shall not adopt any religion as state religion. And nobody should be, they are making warnings. This is a threat. Look, warning. Listen to the words they're saying here.
what is important to let the whole world know is that we, the people of Ilorin.
No, you're not the people of Ilorin. You're not speaking for the people of Ilorin because you are sectioning some people of Ilorin. You are sectioning sections of Ilorin away from it. Because you're not speaking for the people. You are speaking for your own faction. These are really important points that we must challenge. And I'm going to do this on live broadcast as well. This is so unacceptable. Very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. You're seeing on what is scrolling across the screen. Those are the section 1, section 1, subsection 3, section 10, section 33, 1. All of them give credence that Isese, Christianity and Islam can all be practiced in Nigeria. And Kwara State, Ilorin is in Nigeria, and there is nowhere are they given this power. We are setting a bad precedence if we allow this to carry on. We need to challenge it at every level. Let's carry on.
Have absolutely nothing to do with it.
The council acknowledges that Ilorin is made up of people from diverse ethnic backgrounds.
So you're not speaking for Ilorin then? You're not speaking for Ilorin? The Constitution is what you're looking at on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Constitution on the screen. How do you feel about this? This is injustice. This is yet more reason why we are calling for self-determination. Because if a section of the society in Kwara State and Ilorin are taking unilateral action to prevent others from exercising their own right under the Constitution, then that is yet more reason for us to go for Yoruba Nation. Let's carry on.
But warns that the concept of freedom of religion has limits and limitations.
It's totally unacceptable.
Isese festival can be likened to the imaginary desires of Muslim sheikhs' insistence on holding tafsir in the monastery.
That is nonsense. Ilorin has been in existence long before Islam. And Isese has been long in existence, long before Islam. And the people who created Ilorin were they practice Isese. That's the reality.
It is like taking Ileya festival to the Basilica or to the...
It is unacceptable what they're saying here. Please remember, Section 10 of this Constitution and the states I'm putting in front of you. The government of a federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as a state religion. By this act, Ilorin, they are trying to put Islam as a state religion. We mustn't accept it at all.
home of a pope. We are of the firm belief.
This is
and
so unjust.
conviction
This is
that
so unjust.
doing so will be
Terribly
taking the
unjust.
concept of freedom of worship too far.
This is no. In fact, you are the ones going too far with the concept of religion or worshiping. You've taken it too far because you are ignoring the constitutional law of the nation for your religion, and it states. For those of you who may not be aware, I'm going to just try and move it here. It says, if any other law is inconsistent with the provisions of this constitution being 1999 constitution, this constitution shall prevail, and that other law, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void. That means that the Islamic law is void. It is void. This is open and short case, but we mustn't be silent. We need to speak up. I'm not going to play it anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. When you get this podcast, please do share. This is so unjust. This is so wrong. This is so wrong. I mean, unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. What are your thoughts on this? You're watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. We need to reject this. We need to speak up in the strongest possible term against this kind of religious oppression. Though the Isese is older than Islam. Isese belief system is older than Islam in Ilorin. Isese is older, and they should not. And the Constitution states that everybody under Section 10, the government of a state or the government of the federation of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. And by Islam doing what it's doing, they are trying to impose the religion of Islam on the people of Kwara State without giving them the option to choose whatever religion they want to do as stated under the Constitution. And of course, the Constitution supersedes any religion. So ladies and gentlemen, quote me on this. This is wrong. This is not the end. We need to do live broadcast about it. We need to talk about this, all of us collectively. You're watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Please do share. This is so unjust, terribly unacceptable. We must not be silent on this. Please share. This is why I've been encouraging many of us to please get the Constitution, get this particular section of the Constitution and read it, and make sure that you understand. This is why the more this information is necessary for us to all to have and to be able to interpret it and explain it. It's in Yoruba and in English. There's no dispute, nothing about it here. And for the police commissioner to do what she did in actually saying they should suspend it for fear of violence, those who are threatening violence are the ones that should be arrested. That's a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Please don't forget, go ahead, subscribe to Citizen Wire on YouTube. How do you do that? Let me show you how we do that. You go ahead, subscribe to Citizen Wire, hit subscribe, hit the subscription button, hit the notification button, and then give us a thumbs up. Thank you so very much. Please, we won't relent. This is just the beginning. We must speak up for the people, for the Isese people of Ilorin. We are doing this for the entire Yoruba people. We are free to practice whatever we wish to practice, and nobody should stop us. And that is not acceptable. The Constitution guarantees that, and that is what must happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you are of course watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. This is the 22nd of August, Tuesday, 22nd of August. We're speaking up against this injustice. This is totally unacceptable. 22nd of August today. Now, please, when you get the broadcast, please do share. You're watching Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. What I'd like you to do is, of course, keep it locked on. That's right. Thank you. I'm back for now.